people. My name is Susie and I have a 2-acre garden on the edge of zones 5A and 6B. I have been cutting back huge clumps of ornamental grass for over 20 years and I'm going to show you how I do it. I'll also talk about the best time to cut it back, and I'm going to show you the difference between two plants of how much sun and water makes a difference for their growth. If you stick through to the end, I'll even show you what I do with the cuttings. It's almost spring, so let's get to it. I recommend gloves even though I don't wear them often. I need rope to tie the grass up with, hedge trimmers to make for quick cutting, and for cleanup I'll be using a leaf blower and a rake. You can use hand pruners or manual hedge trimmers if you have really small clumps. Another tool that I'm using here is an old broom with a hole in the top of the handle. I'll use it to divide the clump, tie the rope through the hole, and then I'll pull the rope through. I wrap the rope around twice and tie it off as tight as I can. Tying the grass takes up a lot more time, but it makes a lot less mess and is easier to handle. Using multiple ropes would save a lot more time. I'm leaving about 6 to 8 inches as that seems the easiest for me since I can barely see where I'm cutting. And you can go down to about 3 or 4 inches. And if you'd like an extremely neat and even level, you can recut everything once everything is out of your way. When it's windy like today, I strap a bungee cord across the wagon to keep them in place. You can cut your ornamental grasses back in the fall after everything has turned brown, but it's really best to wait until late winter or early spring. This helps protect the crown of the plant, and it also adds some winter interest to your garden with the grass plumes blowing in the wind or snow falling on top of it. It really is a nice little view when there's so little out there during the cold winter months. But it also gives nature some additional resources that they can use. So this large clump is the same age as the smaller one over here. This large one obviously gets a lot more water and it also gets more sun. The little one hardly gets any sun at all. This next one over here on the right is a different variety of Miscanthus, and it is much bigger than the other two, but it does get morning sun here and therefore it grows larger. I use the cuttings as a mulch in between my raised beds. So what I do is I lay down a bunch of it, I kind of make them thick, and I lay down the next bunch and overlap it with facing in the same direction. The grass plumes are thinner than the base, so overlapping like that gives me a more even level. I find that when I do this, I can get almost 2 years out of these. So normally after I lay them all down, I would water them in so that, they would stay in place. I don't have any running water back here at the hoop house yet, so I've laid the fence post on top just to keep them there. The wind is just horrendous today. So hey, I hope this video helped you a little bit. If it did, leave me a comment down below so I can know, and if you have any constructive criticism, I am open to that because I would love to make more videos for you and make them much better. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.